I'd like to introduce someone that I've known for a while. I got to meet him in Boston. He's not only a very good friend, but I gave him the nickname of Gurs. His correct name is Gursminder Dylan. And Dan, you're on deck. Gursminder, unmute yourself, my brother.
Thank you, Chris, for inviting me. What a wonderful panel. What a great minds on this panel, and I love the way I think on passive 360 is shaping itself. I think this is I think a benchmark of I think so many good things happening to on passive. So thankful to you all, this trio, you, Chris, and Marty and Red, that you have raised this value for this platform, and with your so many things that I can count at. But again, if we are on passive, sometime I always think that from past 5 years we are here, and how we have transformed ourselves. What I personally think, we were like just as simple and just simple persons, and now what we are, right? In these 5 years, I think the biggest transformation which on passive has given to ourselves, our lives, I think this is the biggest thing happened to us, for not only for us, for our families, I can say, because we are setting that example in front of our children, our co-workers, or whatever. Our thinking has gone, I think, a 360 change in these 5 years. And this is only because of on passive, because Mr. Ash has developed or making this on passive in such a way that, okay, this was Mr. Ash idea, okay, but onto that there is something else into on passive, which I think we all have learned, and not we, I think thousands and thousands of founders, they have learned from this platform, and they are now better human being. Their thinking have changed. Ash is no doubt doing his part, that is good, but we as an individual are, I think, doing our part, so that we can be more successful in our lives and for the society. And when something, because I'll give you one example, Chris, we were at Boston, and the guy who was driving Mr. Ash limousine, or his Cadillac, I think, he was a Punjabi guy, so when we came out of that dinner on that day, last day, and Ash called me, okay, Gursman, this is your Punjabi friend, just talk to him. I said, okay. So I went to him, and so he just shake hand with me, and came up with a very strange question, actually. So he came to me and told me, okay, so who is this person? Like, he was referring to Ash, I said, what do you mean? He said, yeah, who is this person? I said, he's a Ash Mufara. That I know. But who is this person? I said, okay, I got it. And I said to him, okay, you are driving him from last so many days. So what do you feel about him? He came up with that and say, okay, Gursminder, I'm driving him, but this person, this Ash, his thinking is like, I don't have words that anybody I have seen such a person like this, so he's talking something. I'm not getting it, he said, but what I'm getting is he's talking at a very higher level, and so I said, so what I can do. Then Ash came in between. Ash said, Gursminder, give your link to Bhatti. His name was Bhatti, B-H-A-T-T-I, Bhatti. Give your link to his. I said, how can I do it? You can invite him. I said, no, I don't have any links in non-passive. You go and give your link to Bhatti. And at the same moment, Bhatti joined on passive, And then later on he came. I said, okay, Bhatti, listen one thing. This person, Ash Mufara, he's like, you are driving this person right now. You can say he's our friend, your friend, millions of other people friend, but one day will come, people will just they will line up for him, the person you are driving, people are going to line up for this person, because he's creating a system, he's creating such a thing, so many millions and millions people are going to follow this person, mark this word. And now a few days earlier, his phone came and he's told, yeah, you were right, he is unprecedented person. He's doing such a thing that I think nobody could ever have done this thing. And off late, if we can see Mr. Ash behavior, in webinars, he just want to teach something. If we can, he wants to that every person associated with him or on passive, they should be a person whom like he should be like a good person in the sense. So he's teaching how to behave, he's teaching how to do the business, he's preparing ourselves. When he come up with, okay, prepare yourself, not repair yourself. He come up with those phrases, which I'm liking it. And right now I'm coming out of 3 hours webinar with our Indian friends, and straight away I'm here. And sometimes people come to me, oh, how you are doing this? How you are managing all this thing? I simple say one thing, something is pushing us, as Ash is saying, something is pushing on passive for all of us in the same manner. Something is pushing all of us here in on passive that we are never tired. We can speak for on passive like hours and hours together. We are not afraid of speaking with people. We have like we can say confidence. I think the level of confidence in which we speak right now in these days, I think nobody has seen this 5 years back. So I think it's a whole complete life-changing opportunity on passive, and we are lucky that we are here. We are lucky that we are working with a person called Mr. Ash Mufara. And definitely, I think in next coming 5 years, I don't see like what's happening in August or September or October. I see like in next 5 years, I think something is very, very much higher in the ladder is stored for us with on passive. So thank you, Chris, for inviting me. I'm loving this opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Gursminder. And might I say, global company. And just to give you an idea, you could see on this panel, we have a mixture of phenomenal people, different colors, different races, I'm sure different religions. But just to give you a heads up for the new people that are watching us, in this company, we have founders that are doctors, lawyers, physicists, scientists, auto workers, retirees, business carpenter owners, a lot of great things. So just to let you know, this is where we're at. So Gursminder, thank you. I love Gurs. I appreciate you, brother. And